The original Transformers cartoon ended in 1987, but in Japan, the story continued in a trio of new animated series that took the cartoon universe in a whole new direction. First, there was The Headmasters. Then, in 1988, there was Super God Master Force. And then, in 1989, came the show we're looking at in today's episode. One of Japan's best-loved Transformers series, starring some of its most memorable original characters, with a long-lasting legacy that's still being celebrated today. These are the basics on Transformers Victory. Fight Super Robot Lifeform Transformers Victory, or just Transformers V for short, was the third Japanese original Transformers animated series, co-produced by the Takara Toy Company and Toei Animation, and aired on Nippon Television from March to December 1989. Overseen by director Yoshikata Nitta and head writer Hiroyuki Hoshiyama, Victory was designed to bring Transformers cartoons back to their roots after the spacefaring stories of the Headmasters and the fantastical human-focused Master Force, with a return to the original cartoon's classic format of episodic stories about the Autobots and Decepticons battling over the energy of Earth. Victory was set in the then-future year of 2025, a utopian era when the Autobots, humankind, and various other alien races had banded together to form the Universal Peace Alliance, defending their worlds against the Decepticons together. The series followed new Autobot Supreme Commander Star Saber, the greatest swordsman in the universe, as he and his troops defended the Earth against his longtime rival, the Decepticons' new Emperor, Deathsaurus, who sought to pillage the energy of the planet to repower his massive battle fortress. Now, by 1989, Takara's handling of the Transformers toy line had diverged almost completely from Hasbro's in America. That year's product line was made up entirely of either brand new Japanese original figures, Star Saber and Deathsaurus most prominent among them, or significantly modified American ones. And these toys formed the cast of the Victory cartoon. The Autobot forces were made up of the Brain Masters, 3 seasoned warriors whose Brain Robo partner minifigures formed their faces in robot mode, who could combine into the giant robot Road Caesar. The Multi-Force, 6 rookies able to combine in pairs to form 3 larger robots, or all together to form Landcross. And the Micromaster Rescue Team, 4 small, youthful robots who performed civilian rescue operations during the Autobots' battles. Also playing a major role was John Minakaze, Star Saber's adopted human son, who the Autobot leader had taken in after the Decepticons killed his parents when he was a toddler. A brave and resourceful kid getting used to Earth after spending his whole life in space raised by robots, he was best friends with rescue team leader Holy, and the pair were always getting up to some kind of mischief together. The Decepticon ranks, meanwhile, included the Dino Force, dim-witted bunglers who rode into battle inside cyborg dinosaur shells and could combine into Dino King, and the Breast Force, whose transforming chest plates could become both weapons and partner animal robots. The Breast Force drove a lot of the series' action, from their cunning young commander Liozak's efforts to usurp Deathsaurus' leadership, to Liozak's sneaky subordinate Hellbat trying to undercut his plans and take glory for himself, to the group's efforts to liberate their final member, Skyhawk, from prison so that they could all merge to form the mightiest of the series combiners, Liokaiser. Supporting and minor characters included the Autobot Space Shuttle, Galaxy Shuttle, the Lone Wolf Six-Changer, Great Shot, Space Gangsters, Black Shadow and Blue Bacchus, and returning Super God Master Force hero, God Jinrai. In the final act of the series, when Jinrai was fatally wounded by Deathsaurus, classic Autobot scientists Perceptor and Wheeljack made a guest appearance to rebuild him into the feral warrior, Victory Leo. The series then concluded with Deathsaurus successfully re-energizing his fortress and launching his final attack on Earth. But Star Saber and Victory Leo combined into the all-powerful Victory Saber to save the planet and defeat the villains for good. As with Headmasters and Masterforce before it, the original story concept and character designs for Victory were created by writer Masumi Kaneda and artist Ban Magami, the creative team of the Transformers manga that had been running in the pages of TV Magazine since 1985. But the show wound up differing quite a bit from their original concept. However, the pair went on to produce a Victory manga that ran alongside the cartoon. Lasting 10 monthly chapters, it told a completely different version of the Victory story, featuring themes and ideas from their original pitch that didn't make it into the anime. The manga story focused mostly on Jan and his rivalry with the manga original character Solon Kitakaze, Deathsaurus' own adopted human son, a cyborg who had rejected his humanity. In the course of the manga, Jan was reunited with his long-lost sister, Patty, and befriended returning Masterforce characters Shuta-Go and Cab, and together they donned battle armor and formed a team named the Victories to aid the Autobots in their fight, eventually convincing Solon to embrace his human heritage and join them in defending the Earth. Famously, the manga also had a different ending, in which it was revealed that Deathsaurus was only stealing energy to protect and support the Decepticons' non-combatant families living aboard his fortress. Discovering this, Star Saber extended the hand of friendship to his old enemy, and the series concluded with the pair joining forces to build a better future together. The truest victory of all. The Victory cartoon ended its run on NTV in December 1989 after 38 episodes, 6 of which were clip shows. But 6 more clip shows were compiled by Kaneda himself and later aired in select regional broadcasts around the country. Now, while the toys had been a financial success, the cartoon hadn't done so well in the ratings. And so Victory proved to be the final full-length Japanese original Generation 1 animated series. Instead of a full series, the 1990 toy line was supported by a 1-episode direct-to-video special, Transformers Zone, which saw an injured Star Saber step down as leader and hand command over to new character Die Atlas. Even with its back-to-basics ethos, Victory was something different. Visually, it looked like no Transformers cartoon had before. Its animation was of a consistently higher quality than any past show, and it made regular use of traditional anime hallmarks that the franchise had only featured sparsely before, like lengthy transforming and combining stock footage sequences, and comical use of cute super deformed characters, including in its commercial bumpers and ending theme. Its storytelling, meanwhile, was infused with the tropes of the Japanese super robot genre, casting Star Saber in the role of a robot hero closely bonded to a young human boy who saved the day in virtually every episode by powering up into his strongest form to take down the bad guys with his most powerful attack. His finalized character design by legendary mecha designer Kunio Okawara was deliberately conceived in the super robot style, and further showcased its uniquely Japanese heritage with a white, red, blue and yellow colour scheme evocative of Okawara's most famous creation, an icon of mecha anime, the RX-78-2 from Mobile Suit Gundam. While these creative decisions didn't make Victory a huge success in 1989, they were a springboard for something bigger. The following year, Takara launched a new Okawara-designed super robot toy line and anime, Brave X-Kaiser, which emulated Victory's style and structure. It too starred a robot hero with multiple powered-up and combined forms, partnered with a human boy, and backed by a supporting cast of combiner teams. Brave X-Kaiser was a hit, rejuvenating the super robot genre for the 90s and kicking off an 8-year run of Brave series, most of which continued to follow the formula Victory had established. And in acknowledgement of the show's role as a precursor to this new creative direction, Japanese fans would later nickname Star Saber Brave Number Zero. In addition to this influence in its home country, elements of Victory would quickly spread outside of Japan. In 1990, Galaxy Shuttle was released as part of the Italian version of the Transformers toy line by local distributor Jig. And between 1991 and 92, Hasbro released the Brainmasters and the Breast Force in their European and Australasian markets, recolored to become the new Autobot teams the Motivators and the Rescue Force, respectively. The cartoon was aired in certain regions of Europe and Latin America, and infamously was dubbed into English by Hong Kong-based studio Omni Productions for broadcast in Southeast Asia.
I suppose by the look of things now you must have become the commander of the Space Defense Force, am I right? But you won't be alive very much longer, Star Saber.
As chief of the Space Defense Force, I won't allow you to hurt people on the Earth.
Bootleg recordings of this questionable dub passed around fandom in the 1990s were, for many years, the only opportunity English-speaking fans had to enjoy the cartoon. But in the 21st century, the series would eventually receive official, fully subtitled DVD releases in the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United States. While it might not have been a ratings hit back in the day, Victory's far-reaching legacy has seen its popularity grow with age, to the extent that today it's widely considered the best of the Japanese original Generation 1 series. And that fame has led to most of Victory's cast receiving new toys and making appearances in various different pieces of modern media. Of course, Star Saber is the one who's seen the most attention, having emerged as easily the most popular character not just from Victory, but the entire Japanese G1 era, both with fans in Japan and all around the world. In the last few years, Victory and its cast have been especially celebrated through Hasbro's HasLab crowdfunding platform, which since 2022 has seen brand new toys of Star Saber, Victory Leo, Deathsaurus, the Rescue Team, and Liokaiser, all funded and produced. A string of successes that prove, while it might have taken a while, Transformers Victory has definitely earned its name. And those are the basics on Transformers Victory. What's your take on this series? Do you agree that it's the best of the three? I'm more of a Master Force guy, personally. Drop your thoughts down below and be sure to subscribe, and if you can, support the show on Patreon for more history and lore from the world of the Transformers.